On the Road Again was a great song by Willie Nelson. Well, it's a song the Bear Cubs haven't liked the last 4 times they've been on the road again. They've lost their last 4 conference games in a row. Will they break that streak here on Valentine's Day? You'll find out next. Good evening and welcome to Hutchinson Gym on the campus of American River College. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. This is our regular season finale with the Bear Cubs, and they have struggled on the road in the Big 8 Conference. They have lost their last 4 in a row, including Tuesday at Sierra. They lost 64-51. I made a comment to our crew that they only scored 16 points in the second half. He thought that was Skylar Chavez, and he's had many games like that. No, that was actually the Bear Cubs. They were outscored 26-16 in the second half. They were out-rebounded 36-24. We had a chance to catch up with Coach McMillan before the game. A tough game against Sierra. Another road game up here in Sacramento against American River. What's some things you'd like to clean up in a quick turnaround here on a Thursday night game?
Well, we got to come out more ready to play. We're a little sluggish to start the game on Tuesday night, and you start out the game like that on the road, it's hard to get turned around sometimes.
When you guys have struggled on the road in all those games, you're right there to win basketball games on the road. Is there something that you can do or adjust, or is it just a matter of, hey, let's keep doing what we're doing and things are going to start falling away at one way or another?
Well, every game is a new game. Last game we didn't have a chance to win down the stretch. They just had too much energy. We got behind, and we were behind the 8 ball from the get-go. But the other games we had leads, it was back and forth. We just didn't finish. We got to be ready to play for 40 minutes.
Coach McMillan looking for a good start here on the road for the Bear Cubs. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car for $9 in less than 6 minutes and will never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road. Or visit us online, jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express is a proud partner of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball.
American River, they are 14-9 and 6-7 in conference, and they're coached by Mark Giorgi in his 19th season. If his name is familiar to folks in Sonoma County, it's good reason. One of the best basketball players to come from Sonoma County, played at Hillsburg, then went on to Santa Rosa, and one of the many guys that have gone to Santa Rosa and moved on in college, got a scholarship to Tulsa, had a brief stint of coaching at Santa Rosa, and as the head coach here at American River. So we have the starting lineups for tonight's game here from Hutchinson Gym. So there's the starting lineups, and we'll make a correction. Clark, Smith, Haven, and Edwards are the starters. Jermaine Henderson was a game-time decision. You can see that he's starting. The Bear Cubs, Mundu, Wallace, Perez, Chavez, and Cortman. The Bear Cubs struggled offensively, but talking to Skylar Chavez before the game, he commented that they didn't play good defense. Now, that was against Sierra. They made another trip up here to Sacramento. The Bear Cubs in their dark uniforms, the Beavers in their white uniforms. And the way the season has gone, yeah, the Bear Cubs are going to be in the postseason playoffs. But with them losing so many conference road games, they're in a situation where they are going to have to win on the road. Little insight. Cortman with a drive. Skylar Chavez has 1,797 points. I asked Coach McMillan to run a play for Chavez early on in the game. Now, I don't know if he did or not. They look like they want to set a screen, but 1,797 career points for Skylar Chavez. Offers from Utah make it 1,799. Offers from Utah, Colorado, Pepperdine, being recruited by a lot of other schools, and a prime example of a player betting on himself, going to a junior college, getting work done in the classroom, and succeeding on the court. Chavez with an early Wilsonberger for three. Misses. Rebound by Clark out of Capital Christian High School. That two is good by Parker Haven. Had 19 in the first matchup against Santa Rosa, averaging 16 points a game. Perez. That is a good sign. He had only 6 points against Sierra. Bear Cubs off to a good start. L.J. Smith answers out of Yuba City. 21 starts on the year and make it 22 for him. 7-5 here on Valentine's Day from Hutchinson Gym. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us. High post entry to Cortman. 16-footer, back rim, rebounded by Edwards. Appreciate the help of Liz Osorno getting us set up here. And as always, Derek Booth, the athletic director here at American River College, friends of NorCal Sports TV. Another wide open look, bottom of the net. Tommy Edwards averaging 18 a game. He had 17 against the Bear Cubs. Perez and American River's playing Chavez straight up, man-to-man. Kareem Clark is guarding him, taking the challenge. 10 on the shot clock. Down low to Cortman. Misses, gets his own miss. Reverse layup doesn't go, but is fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Looked like he might have traveled when he got the initial rebound. Does a good job of sealing off the defender. Then good help by Henderson. And then Cortman going next play and getting the offensive rebound, and he's shooting two. First one's good. He had 10 points off the bench the last time Santa Rosa played American River. Now that game, Skylar Chavez scored 43. He was 7 of 12 from downtown. If you deduct his stats from the Bear Cubs were 4 of 21 from three-point land. Bear Cubs back in the lead, 9-8. Bear Cubs have a couple of games next week, and that will conclude the regular season. Clark Up top to L.J. Smith. Swings it into Henderson. Down in the low block to Haven. Double team by Mundu. And then a good look there by Smith. Haven doing a good job of recognizing the double team and kicking out to his teammate, L.J. Smith. Keys to the game for American River: rebounding, locating shooters, and sharing the ball. There's a prime example of Coach Giorgi's key threes coming to fruition. Perez misses. Cortman with an offensive rebound to Wallace. Mundu swings it around over to Chavez. Skylar Chavez. 18,001 points, if my math is correct, for Skylar Chavez. And he's still got more basketball to go. Chavez gobbles up the rebound after the miss by Edwards. The Bear Cubs only had one score in double figures. That was Chavez with 21. Chavez for three. In and out. Smith with a board. And here's the Bear Cubs not being aware of what's going on behind them. And then it's, see, all the backs are turned. Nobody stops the dribble. And Smith goes right to the basket. Can't allow the dribble penetration. And when this team, American River, shares the ball, they've got capable shooters. But they struggled in their last game against Delta, 87-57. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Fit Pro Go, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's 5th Street Grill.
The Bear Cubs basketball. Over the last 13 games head-to-head for these teams, Santa Rosa is 11-2. Wallace drive and kick to Perez. Bear Cub basketball off the timeout. The Bear Cubs are 11-2 against American River. 2 of those losses, though, those 2 losses were here at Hutchinson Gym. Parker Haven at a Folsom High School. Wallace, Chavez, Perez down in the corner. Goes down low. Cortman picks him up. Back to Perez. Good move to the basket. Doesn't finish. Chavez does. He's fouled and he'll get a couple of free throws. You'd like to see Ryan Perez going to the basket because his prowess as a three-point shooter. Took a while to get there. Gets there, and then Chavez with the offensive board, and the Bear Cubs are one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in the state. So we get real excited when they actually get an offensive rebound, and here's a chance for him to get a couple of free throws. Makes the first. Jason McMillan checks in for Cortman. Good minutes by him, and I think Landon's got some opportunities down low with a little more patience when he gets the ball down there, going strong to the basket. Bear Cubs tie it up. So Santa Rosa has won the last 3, and then the team split in 2017. Long rebound goes to Clark, and then a layup by Tommy Edwards. Those hurt because everybody pretty much does a good job of blocking out, but nobody gets the ball. Mundu strung to the basket. Back and forth, early start here from American River. That's a strong move inside by Tommy Edwards. And that doesn't make Coach McMillan very happy. A lot of guys reach in, but nobody playing the kind of defense he expects. See, everybody reaching. That's like a ticket taker at the ball game before you had to scan everybody in. Quickly taking those tickets, reaching. You got to step and get a body. Perez will take a seat, and Nick Cole will check in for him. He only had 3 points against Sierra and need his points off the bench. Many games this year, he scored in double figures, and those games, Bear Cubs usually win. 21-18 after the old-fashioned three. Wallace. Hand check, no call. I can't get out of my. It's out front. I'm tethered. The ball. I wanted to go and get the ball, but hey, I'm tethered down here with a headset. I've got responsibilities. See that ball's rolling? It went right in front of the bench. Inbound to McMillan, up to Mundu. McMillan didn't score in the last game. Got that game behind him. Nice look there from the corner. Tied it 21. Skip pass. Kareem Clark drives. Wallace with the rebound. Amari Rock has checked in for Coach Giorgi. McMillan doesn't go. Rebounded by Rock. They'll get methodical here with the Beavers. Much the way you build dams. Just kidding. That's good offense. Edwards dumps it down low to Haven. And those are great possessions for the Beavers. Chavez, pretty move. That's silky smooth. A lot of people in the stands can appreciate that move. Out of Drake High School, had some looks when he was coming out, but committed to Santa Rosa Junior College and in a great position to move on to a great four-year school. McMillan with the rebound, gets it up to Mundu. Good ball fake by Damian Wallace. In and out. He lied his you-know-what off. A ball fake's a lie. And we've got a timeout. We'll keep it right here. We just want to thank all of our, in particular, some major sponsor of ours is Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Look for the Union 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Pioneer Road in Santa Rosa. Antonio Bunting and family, really appreciate your support. You watch Bear Cub basketball and you appreciate it. You know how you go over there and get in their car wash club. So we really appreciate Jolly Washer Express. It is Valentine's Day, and I asked Coach McMillan, or I told Coach McMillan, we're going to be here on Valentine's Day. I want some peanut brittle. So he told his mom, Pat, who's known me for over 45 years. She gave this to Craig, and Coach dropped this off before the game. C's Candy, peanut brittle, crunchy, nutty goodness. Not a sponsor. After the timeout, Beaver basketball. Inbound to Jermaine Henderson. As we mentioned he was a game-time decision. Wallace will take a break, and Perez quickly gets back into the game. Jace Georgie has checked into the game. Hometown roll, Parker Haven knows the soft spots of this rim and got that one to fall. Chavez, top of the key. 17-footer. And Coach Georgie is going ballistic because they had a defensive strategy. And as we've mentioned a bunch of times, you can take a bad shot, you can turn it over, but if you make mistakes defensively, the coaches just go nuts over it, literally peanut brittle nuts. Elbow jumper's good by Kareem Clark because that is an assignment. They practice to that. And Chavez is in the first sentence of the scouting report. Perez misses, rebound to Henderson. 17-footer. A lot of soft bounces going the Beavers' way. 30-25. And the Bear Cubs have got a lot of good shots. Double screen for Chavez. They're going to double team Chavez, and the Bear Cubs have to take advantage. There's a foul. So he's the leading scorer in the state by like 5 points a game. They had been playing Chavez straight up, and then Coach Georgie made a change off a timeout. I love that strategy. And they're going to run bodies at Chavez. Now, Skyler will take a rest. Jason McMillan is out of the game. Cortman's in, and Ahmad Chambers is getting his first action of the game. And this is where the Bear Cubs have to get some offense. And they did the last game we did. He took a seat, and they got 3 straight possessions of scores, and they're starting that streak right there. Logan Stainer from Lincoln High School in Stockton has checked in the game. 6'8" sophomore. Missed the spin cycle layup. Cortman with the rebound. Did a good job of not fouling. Perez. He's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. When they get paint touches and they attack the basket, it naturally opens up their three-point shooting. So here they go in attack mode. Doesn't hesitate, goes right up, fouled on the body, and they'll get a couple of free throws. Ryan Perez misses the first. Armani Rivers out of Jesuit's in the game. Splits the free throws. But 2 possessions in a row where they've come down and got very positive offense and have got a layup, and they split some free throws. High post entry to Stainer. Rock gets it to Smith. 5 on the shot clock. In and out. Rebound. Ahmad Chambers. Up court to Perez. He goes right to the basket. Doesn't like the numbers. And they'll reset the offense. Five on the shot clock. Mundu, strong move to the basket. 3 straight possessions when Chavez is on the bench and the Bear Cubs have scored. That is very positive. Ball goes to the Bear Cubs on the miss by Rivers. And we've got a timeout. American River. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Wild California, it's the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. And Michael's Sourdough Sandwiches, 2 locations in Sonoma County, Petaluma and Roanoke Park. Taste the difference.
Fit Pro Go, the most delicious shake ever. Find it in your local grocer. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? And you want to find out about future games that we have going here on NorCal Sports TV, 2 ways. Follow us on social media at NorCal Sports TV. While this game's going on, we're posting replays of it. Or where you're watching this game, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. Subscribe and see our games after the timeout. Bear Cubs basketball. See if they can come down and score 4 straight possessions while Skylar Chavez is resting on the bench. 10 on the shot clock, trying to get inside of Cortman. Good defense by the Beavers. Elbow jumper, back rim. And the Beavers will attack. Nice defense. And the Bear Cubs will look to run. There's a Wilson burger on the Valentine's menu, served back by Stainer. Haven't scored on their last 2 possessions for the Bear Cubs, but they are getting to the basket, not relying on the 3. Stainer with the difficult shot off the glass, and the Beavers are back ahead. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us from Sacramento. Perez from the baseline. Doesn't go. Rebound to Smith. Skylar Chavez and Damian Wallace getting ready to check back in. Stainer, he's not afraid of shooting, but then doesn't go next play and commits the foul. Only the 15th foul on the Beavers. Missed that 3 and then saw that ball out there, but good hustle by Cortman. Chavez, Cortman, Wallace, Perez, and Mundu, the starters, back in for Coach McMillan. Kareem Clark, Pim Lewis, L.J. Smith, double team on Chavez. Somebody's got to be open. Mundu hits the 3, and the Bear Cubs regain the lead. Smith misses, long rebound to Chavez. 17-footer, doesn't go. Rivers with the board, hands it off to Smith, and he'll walk the ball up the court. And the coaching staff for the Beavers calling out play 3. And these coaches know each other, been coaching against each other for 19 seasons. Cortman called for the foul. Coach McMillan from Cloverdale, Georgie from Hillsburg. I believe Coach McMillan is class of 85. Coach Georgie, class of 86, if my memory is correct. Clark makes the first. Henderson checks in for L.J. Smith. Jason McMillan checks in for Cortman. Alex Patton getting his first action of the game is in the game. How many times can I say in the game? All tied up. And then Clark puts the Beavers back out ahead. Good basketball game here from Sacramento on Valentine's Day. Perez after the double screen. Chavez goes to the basket. Wallace to Chavez. And a dunk! And the basket counts off the foul. So quick reactions by both teams here. The Chavez misses the 7-footer, but then the ball's deflect the walls. Barely touches it, gets it to Chavez with the dunk and converts the old-fashioned three. Chavez with 13. Santa Rosa 3 of 8 from downtown. American River 4 of 9. Good defense by Chavez, rebounded by Mundu. Bear Cubs have the numbers. Mundu goes right to the basket. Should have just shot the ball. He's right at the basket. I love him trying to share the basketball. But he's right at the hoop. He's right there. Just go up with it, big fella. Turnover Bear Cubs. But hard to criticize when a teammate is sharing the basketball. Jace Georgie. Good move to the basket. And he'll have a couple of free throws. Misses the first. Chambers checks in for Skylar Chavez. Why? Because he has 2 fouls. Coach McMillan don't want to see him pick up his third here before the end of the half. Maybe see him put into a situation if they've got the ball last possession or something of that nature. But don't want to see him pick up his third personal. Wallace with the basketball. Georgie reaches in. Then a Georgie and Georgie family meeting along the sidelines. Offensive rebound for the Bear Cubs. Chambers wanted that basketball more than anybody else. Perez to McMillan. Mundu. He's having a nice night. 4-point lead. Atmar Mundu. He only had 3 points against Sierra. So he's off to a good start. Offensive rebound to the Beavers. And Pim Lewis with the left-hander. Perez with the basketball. In and out on that three. Nobody under the glass for the Bear Cubs. Easy rebound for Edwards. Strong move to the basket. Henderson ties it up. Battling a knee injury. Wallace. Bear Cubs not good spacing. Wallace misses the three. Mundu has 9. That's a good sign. He's got a nice touch. Edwards averaging just over 18 a game. Bear Cubs led by 5, and then American River now takes the lead. Several lead changes. We'll track that in the second half. McMillan forced that shot. Then we got a player control foul. Now, would this be where Coach McMillan might sub in Chavez? Nice strong move to the basket. Ahmad Chambers didn't score against Sierra, and Bear Cubs can't do enough of this, is attack the basket. Bear Cubs regain the lead in about a 2-second differential of the play clock and the shot clock, or the game clock and the shot clock. Henderson with the basketball, guarded by Wallace. 13 on the shot clock. Double stack in the middle of the top of the key, trying to get it down low. Henderson nails it. Wallace will quickly inbound. Perez for 3. Back rim. American River. Henderson with the basket. And American River leads 44-42. And nails the 3. And then the Bear Cubs had the ball to start with one more possession, but Perez missed the 3. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car for $9 in less than 6 minutes and will never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road. Or visit us online, jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express is a proud partner of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, love and sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born. Perry's Deli across the street from Santa Rosa High School on 1220 Mendocino Avenue is a must-stop for our crew before every Bear Cup basketball game. Get the pastrami. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Fit Pro Go, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Wild California, it's the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. And Michael's Sourdough Sandwiches, 2 locations in Sonoma County, Petaluma and Roanoke Park. Taste the difference.
As far as my background as a coach, I started out coaching at the Division I level. I was an assistant coach at Arizona, at Marquette University, University of Tennessee. It gave me a great idea, what players need to do to get to that level. And that experience, I also coached professionally abroad. Some of our players have used some of my contacts initially to go pursue their careers upon graduation in Europe and Asia and the Middle East. The biggest thing about my background here, I've been at Santa Rosa JC 18 years, and I have a good relationship with coaches at the 4-year level. We've had a lot of good basketball players. They're also good students and good kids that have gone on and done well at those schools. So they're going to listen to my recommendation when I tell them a guy can be successful at their level. And I think when a guy transfers on, it's just not about where he goes. It's about being a good fit for that player and for the program he's going to. We've had one of the top basketball programs in the state. I've been here 18 years. We've averaged almost 25 wins a year. 5 of the last 7 years, we've won the Big 8 Conference, which is one of the top conferences in the state. 5 of the last 8 years, we've made it to the Elite 8 of the state tournament. In 2014, we won the state championship. So we've had one of the top programs success-wise on the court. We've had one of the top programs as far as guys transferring on to high-level schools. And as far as just the experience here, the energy of the fan base and the excitement of the games, you can't have a better junior college experience. We've had guys, in my 18 years being here, we've had guys that have gone on to high-level Division I schools. We've had guys go to the University of Oregon. We had several guys go to University of Pacific, University of Idaho, Boise State, East Tennessee State, Central Connecticut State, Santa Clara. We've had guys go to all different Division I schools, New Mexico State. We've also had a lot of guys have successful Division II careers. We've had guys go to Sonoma State down the road here. Chaminade, had a couple players that went and played at Chaminade, Hawaii Hilo, Hawaii Pacific. We have a guy playing at Western Washington right now. So we've had a lot of guys go on to the Division I, II level and get scholarships and have successful careers there. Yeah, Steve and I played together. We were at Arizona 4 years together. And I think playing for Lute Olson was a great coach. I think we have some of the same philosophy basketball-wise. Fundamentals are important. Get back on defense, take away the lane. And I think it's really important, as does Steve, to have a lot of guys that can make shots. We spend a lot of time working on shooting the basketball, using not just on-ball screens, but off-ball screens as well, and keeping the floor space. So we try to do a lot of the same things that you'll see the Warriors do. Santa Rosa Junior College is a great option for student athletes coming out of high school if they're not getting a full scholarship to their dream school. Almost invariably, student athletes that have come to play basketball here have had more options when they've left the program than when they got here. We've had a handful of guys that have gotten Division I scholarships after a year and gone, but for the most part it's a 2-year program. Guys come here for 2 years, get their AA degree, and most of our guys, almost over 95% of our basketball players that have played here for 2 years have gotten their degrees and those that choose to go on to play basketball have that option. And it's not just about getting options and getting, to the next level. It's also about the experience you're going to have when you're here. And we're kind of unique as far as a junior college basketball program, that we have good community support, good fan support. We have about half of our games were broadcast on NorCal SportsTV.com, and we draw well, and it's a good environment, good experience while you're here, and it's going to prepare you for the next level as well.
You guys spend much time here at the library?
Yeah, I spent a good amount of time in the library. Yeah. Right here we have the elevators to take us to the top floor. There's 4 levels here. Computers on this side that you can go get your work done. There's also study rooms that you can also go into to get your work done in groups. And then over here is the printing room. You go print out your assignments and stuff like that. And then here's where we would be studying, and then the stairs right here to take you up to the different levels. Yeah, what do you think about this campus? Oh no, it's just very peaceful. It's just very mellow, and all the trees and green you see around you just relaxes you. Being a student athlete here is great. You have a lot of assistance from faculty members here, like math labs, writing centers. They'll help you out with that. A lot of extracurricular activities like clubs you can get a part of. And then just the facilities we play in, like our gym is nice. We have a nice weight room, and all of the facilities here are top notch. So this is the first level of the library. Right here is the tutorial center. You can come in any classes on any subject. You come and get help with the tutor. You can be either in a study group or one-on-ones, or you can have short meetings. You write your name on the board, and they'll allow you to get some assistance that way. But every time you gotta come, you gotta log in. They're very on top of that.
It's been pretty good. I've been getting a lot more help that I didn't get when I was in high school. Getting help from DRD has helped me a lot this year with things like getting a smart pen that I record while I'm taking my notes in class, or a little help from the math lab or English writing center on my papers or revising my papers. Whenever I can't get in the weight room, there's always a teacher in the weight room here that lets me work out with their classroom, and it's just a good environment to be at the SRJC.
John Daly is our academic counselor that works with the basketball players. He's been doing it for years. He does a great job. He stays on top of the players as far as making sure they're taking the classes, they're leading to graduating the degrees they're seeking. Also, he monitors their classes, sends out progress reports, and if anyone's struggling in class, he'll hook them up with a free tutor and just make sure they're staying on task. And his efforts and the job he does in monitoring our players is a big reason we've had such success.
And then going back to your question about GPA, 3.36. Tell them right now that's without this semester. That's bringing in what you did at Laney and combined with what you've done here through summer. Okay, that does not include fall, or nor will it include spring. Okay, gotcha. So tell them you got a 3.36. Cool.
Student athletes come to Santa Rosa Junior College have somewhat of an adjustment between high school and college. You're independent at Santa Rosa Junior College. In other words, it's your responsibility to get yourself to class and take care of the work assignments that you are required to do in your classes. And it's a maturing aspect. Many times good athletes in high school, they are taken care of by the teachers that kind of move through their classes because they are a good athlete. And here they have to learn, they have to be a good student athlete to be successful, to create the skill sets in the classes that they need to be the good student and to move on to the next level and transfer.
All right, so the expectations of athletes in the classroom is for them to be successful. We want them to not just be a student who comes to class, but we want them to be a student who's going to be successful in that class and in meeting their goals to transfer. Many of the student athletes that come into our classroom, they have goals of transferring to university and both private and public university as well, because they want to continue being an athlete. What we're trying to do is to help them realize their goals at the community college level on what it means to be successful in one class at a time, so that they can meet all their general education courses and their transfer requirements so that they can be successful as a student, therefore transfer as that student athlete to the university and to the college of their choice, and that they will be prime candidates for recruitment by the coaches at these colleges. So it's twofold. We want them to be successful with the material and in the classroom, but the added variable for an athlete is to help them realize their goals of being an athlete that's going to be prepared academically to transfer to the university of their choice so that they can fulfill their dreams as an athlete.
We have a great coaching staff. Maurice Thompson has been on the staff the longest. I've been here, I'll be going to my 19th year. Maurice has been here for 18 of them, and he is a very personable guy. He's a former Bear Cub himself. He played guard here a long time ago, and he works with the players individually a lot. Ryan Cook joined our staff about 8 or 9 years ago, and he works with the guards with their perimeter skill work, and he puts a lot of time and effort in and does a really good job with the skill development of those guys. George Alston joined our staff 7 years ago, and he works with the big guys, post moves, not just post moves, he works skill work with our big guys. He works on perimeter skills with our big guys, shooting jumpers and drives and so forth. When we do breakdown work, he works with our bigger guys more. Ryan Cooks works with the guards. Jared Ames just joined our staff a year ago, and he's brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm. He works some with the big guys and some with the guards. Does a little bit of everything. And all of our coaches are really concerned about not just the basketball team, but about the players as individuals and making sure that their experience here is successful and that they're doing the right things to move on to the next level.
Scoring in the first half, first for the Bear Cubs. They were 7-9 from the free throw line, only 2 turnovers from the three-point line. They were 5 of 14. News alert, they had 5 rebounds, offensive rebounds. They're only averaging 4 a game. Mundu with 12, Perez with 7, Chavez with 13, Cortman with 4. For American River, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 turnover, 5 of 8 from downtown. Smith with 9. Henderson with 7. His 3 gave the Beavers the lead right before the half. Haven with 9 and Edwards with 10. Bear Cubs out rebounding American River 17-14. So keys for American River rebounding. They're being out rebounding, locating the shooters. They are defending the 3, and they most definitely are sharing the basketball. Start of the second half here from Hutchinson Gym on the campus of American River, and a strong move to the basket, and Tommy Edwards. And it's a 4-point lead for the Beavers. We're going to track the ties, if there are any, and lead changes, if there are any, here in the second half. There were several in the first. 10 on the shot clock. Mundu to Chavez for 3. Back rim. Henderson with the rebound. And Henderson to start in the half. Strong. Gets the defensive stop and the layup. And the Beavers lead by 6. And Coach McMillan with a timeout. And we'll keep it right here. How do you find out about future games here on NorCal Sports TV? Follow us on social media at NorCal Sports TV, or subscribe to our YouTube channel where you're watching this game right now, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. Get alerts, and it's a way of supporting us and supporting our partners. NorCal Sports TV. And our 2019 All NorCal Games is coming up on April 7th at Las Positas. Make your plans for that game. 6 all-star games there at Las Positas and Livermore, and also our partners at Straight Sports, STR, the number 8, sports.com, the official uniform provider of those all NorCal games. Chavez will inbound after the quick timeout from Coach McMillan. And now they'll run another defender, and Kareem Clark will deny Chavez. Wallace gets a screen. Mundu swings it over to Perez, and that 3 is good. Ryan Perez. He now has 10. He's in double figures. Low block, down to Edwards, kicks it around, and then we've got a travel on Clark. Got out a little in front of himself. Chavez will inbound. And Clark will pick up Chavez right as soon as he crosses half court. Bear Cubs need to spread the offense. Perez didn't like the 3. They're looking for a great shot. Mundu to the basket. He's fouled. And again, positive things happen when Santa Rosa attacks the basket. And there's another example. Mundu goes to the basket. He's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. He's got 13. So you've got 3 Bear Cubs starters in double figures early on. Good sign. 1-point game. Effective timeout by Coach McMillan. They trail by 6, now by 1. Henderson, and then a legal screen on Tommy Edwards. Chance for the Bear Cubs to take their first lead of the second half. Chavez faces 17-footer. Bear Cubs lead. State's leading scorer. There's a reason for it. Missed a couple of 3 shots, stays on the horse, and hits the mid-range shot. Bad pass. Mundu with the steal. Chavez, constant movement, goes right to the basket. Tough shot, doesn't go. Rebound by Haven. Henderson to Smith. He drives. Kareem Clark in and out. Mundu with the rebound. Go to the basket. 20 on the shot clock. Bear Cubs will spread it out. Mundu. Perez with a wide open look. And we've got a timeout, Coach Giorgi. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time.
So you can hear in the huddle from where we are, the timeout, Coach Georgie asking his team, we need to share the basketball, more passing. That was one of the keys coming into the game. They did a great job of it in the first half, but calls the timeout, and American River will reset things. Clark guarded by Chavez. 10 on the shot clock. Call on Cortman, his first foul. Little slip screen. And if this stat is correct, and I'm assuming it is, Haven is shooting 62% this season, not from the free throw line, from the field. Makes both free throws. Mundu with the basketball, guarded by Jace Georgie. So we've got coaches and coaches' sons playing tonight. I love it. Down low to Cortman, good offense. Sealed off the defender. Mundu with the recognition. Bear Cubs up by 4. And those opportunities will consistently be there for them. There's not a big post player that the the Bear Cubs have to worry about that's going to stop that. And the Stainer gets in the game a little bit different. He's got some shot blocking ability. Henderson with the elbow jumper, doesn't go. Rebound and put back doesn't go by Haven. And then Chavez is called for his third. Chambers will check in quickly for Chavez. Coach McMillan did not like the call at all. We'll get a chance to maybe look at it on the next dead ball, but fresh shot clock. LJ Smith will inbound to Haven. Good ball movement that time by the Beavers. And there are awarded Jermaine Henderson. Multiple touches. And the Beavers within one. Cortman down low. This is the layup. Worked so hard to get down there. And then we got to travel. Good defense by the Bear Cubs. Amari Rock will check in for Henderson. Was a game-time decision. He's playing some passionate basketball. Bear Cubs lead by 1 with the ball. Perez doesn't go. Couple of empty trips for the Bear Cubs. Georgie to Smith. Wallace with the steal. Quick reaction, and Perez will push up court. Gets caught up in the air. Cortman hustles. Gets the ball to Perez. Chambers misses the 12-footer. Getting some good looks, just not finishing. Jason McMillan will check in. Player control foul. Damian Wallace taking the charge. And then we got a technical foul called on. And Coach Georgie will quickly substitute Alex Patton. And then Georgie, the coach's son, picks up the technical. And so he now has 3 personals. The Bear Cubs will be shooting free throws, and then we'll get the ball at half court. How do you maximize this? Make both free throws, work some offense, and nail a 3. Make it a 5-point play. Mundu. Mundu splits the free throws. I love this stat. The Bear Cubs trail by 6. Coach McMillan called a timeout. They went on a 10-0 run. Effective use of a timeout. Wallace with the basketball. Down low to McMillan. To Mundu. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled. And that'll be the 5th team foul on American River. 5th team foul on the Beavers. Bear Cubs will inbound along the baseline. Nearly fumble and lose the inbound, but Perez gets the ball and misses the 3, and Jermaine Henderson will be at the scores table along with Tommy Edwards to check in. Bear Cubs lead by 2. Had the break on the technical, but only got 1 point out of that situation. Mark that one down. Elbow jumper doesn't go. Perez with the rebound. Up to Mundu. Mundu goes right to the basket. Doesn't make the layup, but gets the tip in. Bear Cubs offensive rebound, sensational tonight. Steal, Mundu. And McMillan gets the deflection. You love to pad your lead while the state's leading scorer is on the bench. McMillan misses. Rebounded by L.J. Smith. And then we've got Coach Georgie's going to call a timeout. He's animated. I love it. I thought I used to get after guys in football. It's not funny. They have a game plan and they're playing pretty good basketball, but then it's just some of the small things and it frustrates him. And I'm sure he gets a little competitive juices going against a place that he went to school and earned a scholarship to Tulsa, one of the best players in the history of Santa Rosa Junior College. They're done with a timeout. I'll turn down our mic. But I thought I'd share with you with what we're hearing here. So, use of a timeout. Here's a great chance to evaluate. Henderson. Stainer. Rivers. Doesn't go. McMillan with the rebound. Bear Cubs need to capitalize. Wallace kicks it over to Chambers. And he nets the three. Bear Cubs bench has been contributing much more tonight. Chavez will getting ready to check in. Bear Cubs have built the lead to 7. Stainer has the ball go off his. Thought that one went off of Stainer, but the Beavers will stick with the basketball. Chavez checks in, and a good job by the Bear Cubs of building their lead while the State's leading scorer is on the bench. Down low, the Bear Cubs are all over, but they're called for the reach-in. And they call that foul on Ahmad Chambers. Watch the Bear Cubs get all over this basketball and they're reaching, but the official sees that reach. Bear Cubs' third team foul. The Beavers have 5. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us. Elbow jumper doesn't go. Wallace with the rebound, and he'll attack. Dumps it off to Chavez. 16-footer. Right off the bench. The Bear Cubs lead by 9. Chavez now with 17. Mundu with 17. Perez with 13. Back rim jumper doesn't go. Then Wallace has the ball stolen from him. His Valentine candy literally stolen from him by Tommy Edwards. We're talk to the Bear Cubs. You got to get past them road blues on Valentine's. Stainer from long range. Money. A much-needed basket. And the Folsom alum nails it home. 6-point lead for the Bear Cubs. You can't leave him alone like that. I know there was a guy there, but he has to smell your breath. Like, hey, this guy had pizza or whatever for lunch. Me was a Genova bakery sandwich. You can't leave him alone. I mean, for him, that's a wide open 3. Chavez now with 18. Edwards drives. Doesn't get the hometown roll, and Chavez with the rebound of the Bear Cubs with a golden opportunity to go up double figures here. Clark will guard Chavez. McMillan over to Mundu. He's feeling it tonight. He's got 20. Atmar Mundu out of Washington of Fremont. That's how you bounce back against an opponent. He scored 3 the last time against American River. Had 5 assists and 5 rebounds, but he's on fire today as the Bear Cubs lead by 12. Miss, and Mundu with the rebound. So the Bear Cubs trailed 44-42 at half. They've scored 26 in the second half. They scored 16 the entire second half against Sierra. So you want to know why they lost? There's the reason why. 10 on the shot clock. Mundu trying to get an isolation down to Chavez. Swing it to Chambers, and he'll just go to the basket. He's fouled, no call, and the rebound by Clark. But not a live ball turnover. Worked the clock. They've had worse things happen to them. like 4 straight road losses. Wide open look, Tommy Edwards. He's got 15. Wallace guarded by Henderson. Chambers. 10 on the shot clock. Don't mind the patience from the Bear Cubs. They're moving around, trying to find an opening. Isolation down to Chavez, turnaround jumper. Bear Cubs back up by 11. Well over 1,800 points for his career. So asking the Bear Cubs staff, where does that fall in as career scoring? McMillan fouls Edwards, and he'll go to the free throw line. They'll make him earn it. And, well, we couldn't get an answer, but I'm going to go out on a limb that he is the all-time leading scorer in the history of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. If I'm wrong, write your local senator. Perez will check in. Edwards at the free throw line. Nets the first. Perez in for Mundu. Look at how smooth this is. You know how many times? You know why he makes that? Practices. Not just during team time, his own time, summertime, you name it. He puts in the work. Pepperdine, what a place to go to school. Colorado, Utah. Bet on himself and says, put his faith into the Bear Cubs basketball program and has put in the work, and he's been awarded, and he's looking to finish the season strong. And the Bear Cubs have to learn to win on the road. Chavez, and he's fouled. So this is an example of like a running game and the passing game. He's a great three-point shooter, gets the ball out in the arc. So watch everybody run out to him. What's he do? Counters that move and goes to the basket. Makes the first. The Bear Cubs went from playing one of the worst games they've played in 2 years, according to Coach McMillan, to tonight they're playing really good basketball, and they'll have a timeout here. And once again, want to thank Joey's Original Pizza. Doesn't that sound good? A little combination. Quality pizza at a great price, just a click away. I wonder if they deliver to Sacramento. Order online or dine in at 727 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. Joey's Original Pizza. Owner J Rock for his support of Bear Cub basketball. And once again, follow us on social media at NorCal Sports TV or subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. And shout out to Maurice Thompson, Bear Cub assistant, not here tonight. We got Flo, but we got no Mo. So the Bear Cubs lead by 11, and offensively, completely different team tonight than the game against Sierra. And Santa Rosa, see, this is the benefits of attacking the basket and not being so content on shooting threes. They're 10 of 21 from downtown. American River, not a bad 8 for 18. But the Bear Cubs have done a better job on the defensive end and thus have made things a lot easier for them defensively. Edwards goes strong to the basket. He's fouled, and it counts. A very determined, confident, strong player, the Roseville alum, goes attack mode here. Does the old wrap around and attacks the basket. Chambers will take a rest, and Mundu will check back into the game. Chambers converts the old-fashioned three. Now, he's been much of the scoring here about the last 3 minutes for American River. If not, this would be a much more lopsided game. 8-point lead for the Bear Cubs. Good ball fake by Perez. Opens up Mundu. Back rim on that three-point attempt. Haven with the rebound. Edwards eyes up the defense, and he'll reset. The Beavers sharing the ball around the arc. Long offensive rebound goes to Rivers. Henderson to Haven. McMillan will guard him. 15 on the shot clock. Good defense by Wallace. Kicks it out to Henderson. And another offensive rebound by the Beavers. And a good steal by Chavez to get his hand with the chicken strip. Wallace doesn't like the numbers. Gets it to Chavez, to McMillan. Ten on the shot clock. Chavez guarded by Henderson. 17-footer. Doesn't go. McMillan tries to get the offensive rebound, but Rivers does the dirty work. Big opportunity here by the Beavers. See if they'll go with a post touch. Edwards guarded by Perez. Haven for the three. Clank. Wallace with the block out. And then Clark called for the reach in. We heard that slap from here. Right there. And we heard that slap. So the Bear Cubs will be in the bonus the rest of the game. You're up by 8 points. You make your free throws. You're going to win the game. Thanks, Captain Obvious. LJ Smith checks in for Rivers. Very active on the offensive glass for Coach Giorgi. Wallace. It's in the bonus. Should be getting another free throw, and he will. Cortman checks in for McMillan. And the Bear Cubs can taste this one, but they've got to finish. They've relinquished some fourth quarter, second half late leads on the road this year, and that will get mentioned, and I'm sure it already has. 10-point lead for the Bear Cubs. Wallace with both free throws. Kareem Clark. Henderson back to Clark. Sets up the defender with the ball fake. Creates the opening and nails the 17-footer. Ball fakes are lies, and he was lying like Pinocchio when he had the ball in his hands. Perez wanted to take the three, made a better decision. And the Beavers will zone up here. Mundu, 5 on the shot clock. Perez goes right to the basket, 12-footer. I love watching that kid play basketball. And when his teammates are attacking the basket and playing like they are tonight, they're one of the best teams in the state. But unfortunately for them, it hasn't been that way on the road. At home, yes. Haven guarded by Cortman. Perez with a near steal, and then he's called for the foul. Coach McMillan didn't like that call. I don't know if everybody heard the no. Guys playing hard. 16 foul for the Bear Cubs. The next foul, the Beavers will be in the bonus. Cortman called for the arm bar. And Parker Haven will go to the free throw line. Free throw, Santa Rosa 12 of 15, American River 9 of 10. Offensive rebound, Santa Rosa 6, American River 4. In scoring, I believe Chavez has 24. Haven has 11, and he's got a couple of free throws here. Makes the first. Both teams in the bonus, 17 fouls each. And the 10 or 15 possessions, 10 or 12 possessions the Bear Cubs have had when Chavez has been on the bench have been great possessions. No, not all ended up in made baskets, but certainly did good things. And when he came out after getting his third foul, the Bear Cubs pushed that lead up, and since they've maintained mostly an 8 to 10 point lead. Mundu long on that three. Chavez hustles and tips the ball, and it'll go to the Beavers. 3:05 left here from Hutchinson Gym. The Bear Cubs have lost their last 4 road games. Will they put the road blues behind them here on Valentine's Day? Good help by Chavez. And Coach McMillan with both palms up. That means slow down, fellas. Let's work a possession here. Get a green light shot. Cortman, top of the key. Gets it to Chavez. They're better off not screening for him. Let him do his own thing. Bear Cubs worked 25 seconds off the shot clock. Didn't make the shot, but not a live ball turnover. So a stop for the Beavers. Edwards. He's kept them in the game in the second half. I think Coach Georgie wanted a timeout. He can't call. The players have to call timeout. But I think they wanted a timeout after that made 3. 5-point game. A lot of basketball left here from Hutchinson Gym. Then Ryan Perez calls a timeout. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Stay tuned for our post-game interview with our Fit Pro Go player of the game. Follow us on social media at NorCal Sports TV, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. The Bear Cubs in the ladies' game got the win, 57-53. Relinquished a lead late, but a frantic comeback. And the ladies got the win for the Bear Cubs, 57-53. And this is our last regular season Bear Cub game. The next Bear Cub game, they'll host Diablo Valley College, who they lost to on the road. They host Diablo Valley on Tuesday, and their final regular season game will be Friday. So the Bear Cubs will inbound with 11 on the shot clock. Guess who's going to shoot this ball? Coach McMillan didn't like the call on the rebound. They call it on Cortman. And credit Ryan Cook for grabbing Coach Bergman and pulling him, or Coach McMillan off the sidelines, because he was going a little berserko. You don't want to see him pick up a technical. 5-point lead for the Bear Cubs. Haven at the free throw line, the bonus. and misses. Mundu with the rebound. And the Bear Cubs continue to lead by 5. Clark will guard Chavez. He gets double teamed. Wallace over to Mundu. Goes to the basket. Great move. Doesn't go, but Corbin with the offensive tip. Great job by the Hillsburg alum. 7-point lead, and then he nearly gets a steal on Edwards. But Wallace does, and Chavez ends up with it. Edwards has 23, Chavez 26, Mundu 20, and Perez with 13. So we've got a foul on American River. Mundu. Eight-point lead for the Bear Cubs. Makes both free throws. Mundu having quite a night. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Stay tuned for their post-game interview. Henderson, air ball. Nice play by Rivers, or by Rock, to tip it to a teammate for a layup, and then a quick foul. And Wallace will go to the free throw line. Chambers checks in for Cortman. Edwards having quite a second half, and we got a quick timeout by Coach Giorgi and the Beavers. So Atmar Mundu with quite a game, 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And going from a game where he only scored 3 points, and he's normally not a big scorer, but he does average 7 a game. But the last time against American River, he had 3 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. But the Bear Cubs are 25.7 seconds away of snapping their 4-game losing streak on the road in the Big 8 Conference. They go home against Diablo Valley College, defending a 24-game winning streak in conference at home. So they got to string together a couple of wins next week, easier said than done, and put themselves in a position to possibly host an early round game in the California Community College Association playoffs. And American River, I mean, they're no slouch at home. They're 8-2 at home this season. 5-point lead for the Bear Cubs. Steal. Nice hustle. Henderson with the near steal, and a nightmare for the Bear Cubs. Inbound to Chavez, and then he's fouled by L.J. Smith. So when you got 3 Bear Cubs in double figures, and 2 guys with over 20 on the road. That's a way you rebound after what Coach McMillan called one of their worst performances in 2 seasons. Chavez, he now has 27. Make it 28. Bear Cubs do not want to foul and stop the clock. Let a guy go to the basket. Let a guy shoot a 3. Don't foul him. L.J. Smith from downtown, and it's a 4-point game. And the Beavers refuse to go quietly. They score 82 points a game, the Beavers do, but they give up 78.5 average a game. That's 75th in the state. And another stat, and we mentioned it earlier, the Bear Cubs being near the bottom in the state in offensive rebounds. I think it's like 96th. And they have, I believe, 8 offensive rebounds. So that is a good thing for them. In the last game, only had 1 score in double figures. That was Chavez. So I think some of the best basketball the Bear Cubs played was when Skylar Chavez, I don't mean it this way, but when the state's leading scorer is on the bench, there's, what are you going to do? Well, they've consistently tonight, they answered. Against Cosumnes River, they did the same thing. So he had some early foul trouble, but the Bear Cubs took care of business. Now they need to inbound the ball, and they're going to have an immediate foul. Perez, and he's fouled immediately, and he's going to have to make some free throws, but he'll be shooting 2 as they're in the bonus. So I want to say happy Valentine's Day to my mom and my wife, who allows me to be up here doing this game. Yes, she got the dozen roses yesterday. Took her out to dinner last night. So what I did is I took the calendar and I just made yesterday Valentine's Day. Perez splits the free throws. Clark's got to get one up quick. He does. Back rim. Long rebound to Wallace, and he's fouled. And Clark a little frustrated after missing that 3. Remember watching him play at Capital Christian. And Wallace will be at the free throw line. And Wallace misses the first. Damian did go through a little streak when he was 0 from the free throw line. And I say that, and he makes it. So reverse announcer jinx. Henderson for 3. That's good. Seen weirder things happen. But a quick foul by the Beavers. And Santa Rosa is 19 of 23 from the free throw line. And Perez will get a couple. Good game for him. He only had 6 against Sierra. He only had 6 the last time they played American River. So you're seeing some Bear Cubs bounce back. So the Bear Cubs get the win 86-81. And who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game, you'll find out with a post-game interview. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car for $9 in less than 6 minutes and will never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road. Or visit us online, jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express is a proud partner of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born. Perry's Deli across the street from Santa Rosa High School on 1220 Mendocino Avenue is a must-stop for our crew before every Bear Cup basketball game. Get the pastrami. We're with Atmar Mundu, our Fit Pro Go player of the game. Now, coming into this game, the Bear Cubs had lost 4 straight on the road. So we were talking before the game. We said, put the blues of the road behind you on Valentine's Day. Talk about the performance of your team tonight.
After those road losses, coming into practice every day, coach pushing us, playing better defense, making us run, that really helps getting our game to the next level, and coming in to this game and taking the W on the road means a lot.
There was some moments, again, it's the same thing that was when you guys played Consumnes River over at Hale Pavilion. When Skylar was on the bench, you guys really, really, really knuckled down defensively, but offensively, you guys had great possession. Now, you didn't score every single time, but you got some quality shots, and a lot of that goes to is you guys attacking the basket. How does that open up your offense when you guys are aggressively going to the basket?
When our leading scorer is on the bench, all we can do is look to attack and get the best shot, and that's part of our game plan, and that's what we did, is get to the basket and get the best shot.
Atmar Mundu, our Fit Pro Go player of the game with 22 points. They've got Diablo Valley College on Tuesday.
Thank
you. So there's a proud young man out of Washington of Fremont, and did a nice job tonight against a no-quit American River basketball team. Santa Rosa had 8 offensive rebounds. They averaged 5 a game, so that was a good sign. Scoring first for American River. They were 12 of 14 from the free throw line, committed 11 turnovers, and they were 10 of 26 from downtown. They out-rebounded Santa Rosa 33-28. Scoring L.J. Smith with 14, Henderson with 15, Haven with 13, Edwards with 25, and much of his scoring in the second half really kept American River in it till the very end. For the Bear Cubs, they were 10 of 23 from downtown. They only committed 3 turnovers, so those times on offense when they were going down and not scoring, they were getting good shots. So that was a good sign for them. They were 22 of 27 for the free throw line. Mundu with 22 points, Perez with 15, Chavez with 28, Cortman with 8, Wallace with 6 assists, Mundu with 4 assists. So the Bear Cubs snap their road losing streak and get the win here at American River. From Hutchinson Gym on the campus of American River College, where Santa Rosa JC beat American River 88-81 to win their move their record to 19-7 and 9-4 in the Big 8 Conference. Thanks to all of our partners who have supported our second season of being the streaming home of Santa Rosa Junior College basketball. You've been watching NorCal Sports TV thanks to our crew, center camera, David Martinez, floor camera, Jason Green,
our statistician, Jeremy Hurtado, and our director, Luis Rangel. I'm Chris Babcock. Here in Sacramento, good night, happy Valentine's Day, and thanks for being on the show.